Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builders Supply, and this video is to bring you a closer look at the Rockwood number 461 in a 619 finish. This is a kick-down door holder. This is the 4-screw mount version. By Rockwood, the 461. This is a design, this 4-hole mount, that is decades old. Decades. For sure. I'm sure I can find this in a catalog from about World War II, this general design. So it's a real timeless design. Why is that important? Well, you might be matching one that's decades old, and you might just want the same one. And here it is. So the 461 is a kick-down door holder from Rockwood. That is a 4-hole design, differentiating itself from a 3-hole design. And this is what would be typically known as the 4-inch size, or the shorter of the two. The 461L would be a 5-inch version, and it's simply going to have a longer arm. Now this is 619, and that means 3 things. That means that it's made of solid brass. It means that it's satin nickel plated, and it means that it has a lacquer on it. So this is a piece of satin nickel plated equipment, is what it is. Made of solid brass, satin nickel plated, clear lacquer finish over it. Those are the 3 things. The bumper down at the bottom is the 461B. This is replaceable. You can buy more of these. You should buy more of these when you're ordering this, if you expect to have volume on the door, because that piece of rubber is going to run out, going to wear out. There's a screw down in the base that holds it on. If I were to just keep unthreading that, what I'm really doing is I'm partially unthreading the screw that's down there to be able to get that to come off. Okay. Now, there is information below this video. It is a kick-down door holder made of brass, satin nickel, and clear coated. Dimensional properties. There's a link below this video to a document called Template. Let's go over that now. The width of the base is 1 3/16, and you can see where those screw holes fall. About just heavy on a 1/4 inch from one end over to about 7/8. The height of that base is 2 1/4, right? From the top down, it's about 5/16. The next hole is about 2 1/16. Okay, it's going to have a arm length of 3 5/8 from the center of the pivoting axis, or the elbow, down to the bottom of the tip is 3 5/8. The projection is not directly given, but it's probably going to be somewhere about 2 1/2 inch. Okay, so what you're looking at here is a condition by which this will be normally installed. What's nice about the Rockwood version is that it has a feature on the back side of this, below this spring clip, that allows it to positively lock in the standard operating condition. Up here in the middle would be handy, I suppose, if you're using it as a door stop. If you wanted to mount that to your door and just not hold it open and use it as a door stop, okay, you can certainly do that as well. And what's also nice about the Rockwood item is that it will lock in the top position, okay? Not all units do that, okay? Certainly not all units positively click in all those locations, and none that I'm aware of will act as a doorstop should you want it to, okay? So that's a nice feature. If I haven't already said it, there's a link below this video to the replacement rubber tip, because you want the full surface area of the rubber tip mating to the surface of the ground. You'll see these occasionally be installed where they're overextended like this, or underextended, so they're wearing the material down unevenly. Okay, if you have a package service company and that door gets opened 20 times a day and is kicked down and open, you're going to want to have some of those tips available for replacement, because if you've got a concrete sidewalk or concrete material that you're holding, the door opens up out to 180 degrees and you kick it down and leave it there, you know, if it's not installed correctly, you're going to have some wear and tear on it. Okay, so the link to the product, to the template is there. We've gone over the primary dimensions. Obviously, this is not for use on a fire-rated door. Fire-rated doors cannot have a manual holder, period. They cannot. Don't use it on a fire-rated door. You no longer will have a fire-rated door at that point. A unique assembly design that conceals the axle in the base. What that means is you don't see a rivet out here. Other designs, you're going to see the mechanical connection outside of here. This is a really attractive model. Really attractive. Moving forward, there's a link below this video to the product brochure, and screws are included, by the way, in a complimentary finish. They are not magnetic, so be mindful. They could be brass. They could be stainless. I'm not sure. So assume that they're a very soft material. And not strip them out. Properly pre-drill those holes. Now the link below this video to the product catalog will allow you to see the 461 and its longer version, a 461L. Where would you use that? Well, when you have an unusual undercut. The door's in the closed position, you've got an undercut. Well, when you open it out to 90, you might now, what was 3/4 inch may now be 2 inch, because that concrete needs to flow away from your sill. It generally does, right? The point of the matter is you might have a really huge gap where you need the longest sort of kick-down door holder possible, and that would be the 461L. Also, speaking of really classic designs, is the 459. That plunger style where you just push your foot down on it, that's been around for decades for sure. Mid-century, mid-20th century guaranteed. I've seen the material in old catalogs. If you're looking for something cost-effective, that 460 is great. It's inexpensive. It's cast aluminum in different finishes. It's just utilitarian. It's awfully cheap. What you're paying for this is not only the really brilliant engineering that we've discussed, the concealed rivets, the positive locking, but you're paying for the base material. That's solid brass. That's not brass. The clip, the bolt's not brass. The tip's not brass. But everything else, you got 0.5 pound worth of brass is the bottom line. Now finally, there's a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up not only all of the Rockwood products that we sell, but a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full product catalog. Now I'm quite partial to Rockwood, and it's because I'm regularly reminded of the quality of their product line, their fit and finish. The fact that the material arrives to you and you say to yourself, whoever made this has a passion for what they do. Their customer service, top notch, literally. Their technical support, at least as good. A well-oiled machine. I don't believe there's any company in the industry that is as well-oiled of a machine as they are. 2 weeks is 2 weeks. These people are great all the time, and that's why I'm partial to Rockwood. Link below this video will show you all the Rockwood we sell, the product catalogs, the several and many product catalogs, and then a link back to the ever-improving, evolving Rockwood website. Any questions on the 461 doorstop and a 619 finish? And before we wrap it up, the other finishes it is available in. Oh, okay, here we go. 605 polished brass, 606 satin brass, 612 satin bronze, 613 oil rub bronze, 619 satin nickel, 625 polished chrome, 626 satin chrome. Being Rockwood, they can do anything. You want antique nickel, they can do it. You want it powder coated black, they can do it. Reach out to them for those special things. Any questions on this or any other Rockwood product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you.